Damn, Tesla stock is absolutely on a tear, and in this video, I'm going to explain why. We'll also look at the technical analysis of what's going on, and I'll break down the fundamental valuation for Tesla and how what Wall Street is looking at could be entirely missing the big picture. Here we go. First things first. Elon is back, baby. This is a really big deal, and it actually hits personally because I think based on what happened with an interaction between myself and Elon on X, we ended up getting a much-needed software update to all Teslas, and I'm so excited to share that with you. Of course, that is in addition to the excitement over what's going on with, holy smokers, look at this. 392 on Tesla. Just a heads up, we've been talking in the course live stream that if we get a breakout on 347, which I didn't think we had a catalyst for this soon, but if we got a breakout on 347, the next stop would be 414. And we broke out of this line yesterday morning, and it has just continued. It is not stopping, and this is really impressive. Now, keep in mind, some of the things that we talk about, they're only in the course member live streams every morning. Like, I wrote down a few of them, and then we're going to get into some of the Tesla news. But look at the calls just from this morning. This morning, I said, hey, I prefer AMD and NVIDIA between now and the Fed meeting. Both of those are green, despite other stocks being red. Our number 5th top 10 stocks to buy for the next 10 years. That's my promise to buy and hold 10 stocks and not sell them for 10 years. Our pick number 5 is up another 12%, literally today alone. Many of you know I've been pitching Open Door back when it was, 60 cents or $1 or $2, and we called the top at 470 with a 50% retracement, which we got. Yesterday, I said this is peaking today. Today, it's down 12%. These are the insights on technical analysis and what's going on with momentum that you're going to get in that Meet Kevin membership. Go check it out. We've got a coupon code expiring later today. Email us if you have questions. But remember what you get at the Meet Kevin membership. You get all of my trade alerts. You get all of the private live streams, every alpha report every morning, all 8 courses. You pay once, you get lifetime access, and we've got a bunch of new lectures coming in the do-it-yourself property management course, the Trumponomics Big Beautiful Bill tax lectures. Those are going to be amazing, and they're coming out at the end of September with a whole lot more content and updates to our do-it-yourself property management course. But what's going on today with Tesla? So Tesla released a little bit of a board update. They say that Elon Musk is the true CEO during this quote-unquote transformative period that they're going through. And they basically said, look, the reason we had to choose to offer Elon Musk what would be a totally valued, frankly, $1 trillion pay package, the reason we had to do that is because we don't believe that there's anybody other than Elon Musk who could really run this business. And as a result, people like Tesla Boomer Mama are saying, hey, y'all, we're only paying $250,000 or $235,000 a month for Elon's security here. Tesla board, if we're going to pay this man $1 trillion, can we maybe step up the security a little bit? All right, let's step up the security a bit for Elon. And frankly, there are calls for this across the board with not just influential people, but CEOs, especially after the United Health shooting. And then, of course, now the Charlie Kirk shooting, which is absolutely devastating. But understand, these are serious, concerns that people have that, look, on one hand, we've got the board saying Elon's the only one who could really lead this company. Now, they do say that they have replacement options, but they literally say there aren't any other people but Musk to lead the company, that Elon Musk has completed his political service, and he is now back at Tesla, and that Musk made clear that he must get more voting rights in a play at Tesla to continue to have control or significant control of the company. I'm a big fan of this. Keep in mind, Mark Zuckerberg, people don't realize this. People are like, oh, why does Elon need more control, man? Is he trying to take away stuff from shareholders? No, dude, look at Mark Zuck. That guy's got super voting shares that give him control on all decisions. He can do anything he wants. He has all the power that he needs to have a majority decision. Obviously, there's a board that's involved with him, but that's what you want. You want founders having voting rights. And Elon Musk lost voting rights when essentially they went through very difficult ramp phases and he was essentially forced to dilute his own ownership. Although, buying X could have had something to do with it. But hey, at least now we have Grok in Tesla. So it might be now that all that sort of dilution of Musk's ownership control is in the past, and we're onto a future of this is the man to lead the company forward with artificial intelligence robots and robotaxis. Did you know, by the way, that you can now download the Robotaxi app on your phone, even if you didn't get an invite? You can now download it. It's open to everyone. You log in with your Tesla account, and yeah, there you go. It's funny, I have so many Tesla referrals. I appreciate all of you who use my referral link, by the way. I have so many Tesla referrals that like a lot of my credits are going to expire at the end of the year, so I'm just like buying gift cards, and I bought a bunch of stuff for the back of the Cybertruck. More rack separators or molly kits or whatever. And it's great. It's coming in great handy for house hack because I'm running around like making sure the painters are using the right paint and delivering paint. We're doing like 7 renovations right now. So it's a lot of coordinating because we're buying again with house hack. This is what I always say, Q2 or Q3, Q4 is buy time, right? So we're doing what we say we're going to do. Now, what I want to touch on, though, is a frustration. So I'm going to give you a problem and a solution, and then we're going to talk about Master Plan 4. So a problem that recently came up is I went to Japan, and that part wasn't the problem. But when I went to Japan, I remember back in the day with my Black X in 2017, I take it to the airport at LAX, because this is like a 12-hour flight. I take it to the airport at LAX. You park your car there, and you're just like praying that the battery lasts long enough. So when you come back, it's not dead, because you don't like when you come back from a trip, you don't want to, have an hour and a half drive ahead of you and then have to go sit at superchargers. That sucks. So what ended up happening? Well, I go to the airport. I go park my Cybertruck in the parking structure in the shade. I turn off cabin overheat and I turn off Sentry mode. And then I write, this is 7 days into my trip to Japan. Hate to be a weenie, but what the F? I'm in Japan and my Cybertruck is parked at the airport. I drove 65 miles with over 300 miles of charge. I charged it to 100% on purpose. And when I parked the car, I made sure to turn off Sentry and overheat. I purposely turned those off. And now I get notified on my phone that, I got 3 days left or whatever in Japan, and the car's almost dead. I won't be back for another 3 days. And I'm like, this is very lame. So I'm in Japan, I'm looking at my app and I'm like, what settings did I leave on? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I tried to do the right thing and have the forethought. Mind you, you got kids at the airport, like there's already a lot going on, right? So I try to have the forethought, but then in Japan, I'm like, maybe I can quickly turn something off of my app. No, there was nothing else I could have turned off, which is really annoying and really strange. So here's a post from Elon Musk that has 420,000 views. Classic. 420,000 views. This is strange. Tesla service will take care of your car, and we will find out why this happened and fix it. That's my man. That's my man, Elon, baby. This is why we want Elon out of Doge. Mind you, Lutnick right now is slutnicking on TV saying, oh, we think Elon misunderstood the Doge mission. Yeah, Doge mission that you guys want is print more money and get us more into debt. So here's our man, Elon. Elon says, this is strange, we're going to take care of you. I'm in Japan. I get a text. Mind you, before I got the text, I was already so panicked, I called my dad. My dad drove in the traffic like 2 hours to get to the airport, find the car, pay for the parking to get it out of the parking structure. It then took him another 3 hours to charge the car because he had to go find a parking stall or like a charger, right? And in LA, there's always a wait. Wait in line. Then you go charge the car, but because all the chargers are full, you don't charge as fast as you would if not like every charging slot was full. So it charges slow. Then drive it back, park it, and then drive home. He said it was like a 13-hour day. I don't know if it was that long, but like, thank you, Dad. He just turned 73. I love you, man. Thank you for doing this. That was huge. But like, that is frustrating, right? And so then I got a text from somebody from Tesla, and they're like, hey, we want to go out to your car, make sure everything's okay. So they go out and they find out in their system that a particular switch, which I'm going to talk about, was on. Now, I couldn't see it in my app. I had no idea I had to turn this off before I walk away from the car. And I consider myself at least somewhat tech savvy. I had no idea that I had to look for this one thing. And I asked them, I go, hey, can you guys just turn it off remotely? And they said, no, we can't. It's not in the app. We can't turn it off remotely. We'll go over and turn it off for you so it doesn't redrain after your dad charged it. And I'm like, man, like, how do you guys not have a solution for this? This is crazy. So anyway, I'll tell you what the button was. But folks, they fixed it. Look what they did. Look what they did. Everybody gets this update. Like, I have to say, when I complain, it is not because I want to be a little weenie bitch. I complain because I want the people of the companies that I love to recognize that there is a problem for customers. If myself, as somebody, again, I consider myself as tech forward and tech savvy, if I screw it up, and I even had the forethought of turning off Sentry Mode. Mind you, where the hell do you want Sentry Mode with a Cybertruck? In Los Angeles. If you're going to park your damn car in Los Angeles, you wish you had Sentry Mode on. I'm like, nah, man. I will, and mind you, my Black X got vandalized at these parking structures when I ran for governor. So my cars, my Teslas, have been vandalized in Los Angeles while I was running for governor. That's disgusting. So here I am like, man, I really don't want to turn off Sentry Mode, but I'm going to because I don't want the battery to die. Okay, and I'm clicking around. I'm like, what else can I turn off? You know, trying to be tech forward, still missed it. Okay, I'll show you why. But first, here's the update. Low power mode, baby. Watch this. You click on low power mode. Low power mode, they added it. I'm not trying to take credit, but I think this is because of us. They added low power mode. Mind you, they took another, I mean, I think they've taken many bits of advice from whether it was advertising or even like the horn. This was something that was always a frustration to me, or like when the model, I think it was the S came out. Yeah, it was the S. The Model S came out and, you know, I drive it. I need to honk. I rarely have to honk. It's pretty unique or rare that you'd have to honk. And my reaction, because I think somebody was like swaying or cutting me off or whatever, and I hit the brakes, but at the same time, just instinctively, I go to push the horn. But they killed the horn button. You have to like hit a little manual horn button somewhere else. And I'm like, that's bad because people are trained to do this. So guess what new Teslas have? The center horn button. Which is great. Like, I'm not trying to take credit for those things. I don't care about taking credit for those things. It doesn't matter. I want the Tesla community to win, and this is a win. And we're going to talk valuation and master plan 4 and everything in just a moment. But low power mode conserves energy while your vehicle is parked by disabling features that draw power. You can turn it on manually anytime for extended parking or configure the battery percentage for automatic activation. This is amazing. I mean, it should have existed a long time ago, but that's okay. Now I want you to see this. Look at what low power mode does. There it is. Charging. Low power mode, new. Disables energy consuming features. Okay, they forgot the hyphen. When 2 words modify 1, you need a hyphen. So Tesla, if you're listening, you could let me know that at least our cooperation together was appreciated by please fixing the grammar. Technically, low power mode should have a hyphen as well, but I'm not sure if Apple uses a hyphen for it. But when 2 words modify 1, you put a hyphen. Energy consuming would be 2 modification words to features. When you are not in the vehicle. Okay, so add a hyphen. Anyway, so take a look at this. Look at this. Low power mode is enabled. When low power mode is enabled, okay, here we go. When it's enabled, your vehicle will conserve energy by automatically disabling the following features. Sentry mode, summon on standby, outlets, keep accessory power on, keep climate and camp mode, keep climate on and camp mode, scheduled preconditioning and cabin overheat. Okay, when charging, while charging with low power mode enabled, Sentry mode and accessory power will remain available. Climate on will be available while supercharging. While in low power mode, your vehicle will continue to use energy for standby function, screen activity, interactions on the monitor, and stuff like that. Awesome. So that's really cool. So what happened? Okay, what happened? Like what led to all of this? And then we'll talk valuation and stuff and master plan 4. Okay. What happened was about 2 or 3 weeks before I went to Japan, I went to an airsoft camp with Jack and Max. Total blast. Kick-ass time. I showed pictures as well of this, but I have to say, like, everybody called me Dad. And I felt like, man, am I really Dad? So my nickname was Dad. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Anyway, what we would do is we would charge our extra airsoft batteries in the trunk of the Tesla. So like right here, we would charge the extra batteries here. So that way, when our electric rifles were drained, we could just go to the car and swap them out. Well, what you have to do if you want this is you have to turn on, keep accessory power on, because what will happen is if you don't press this button, the outlets in the back die when you're not using them, which is weird because like, you know, if you plug it in, you think, okay, well, like, can it just work? Can it just like work when something is plugged in? Can it just work when there's draw? No, you have to turn the switch on. So I turn the switch on and the power outlets work. Okay, cool. So then weeks go by and I don't even use, after the airsoft camp, I don't use the outlets in the back anymore. But apparently, even if you have nothing plugged into those outlets in the back, I guess the inverter still turns on. And that killed the battery. Well, drained it substantially until my dad went to charge it. That's insane. So I had no idea. And it makes sense now, but I didn't even realize I had that button turned on and I couldn't see it in my app. I couldn't turn it off. All that is now fixed. Thank you, because Daddy is back. Low power mode, baby. Low power mode. Thank goodness. Only one damn button to press now when we're gone. And you can automatically activate it. Now, I want to see how low I could activate it. It looks like the lowest you could activate it is 20%. Honestly, dear Tesla, I would change that to be even like lower. So see how the plus button is grayed out? That implies I can't go over 20%, but the minus button is clickable. So personally, I think a low power mode should just automatically turn on when I'm at 40%, because 20% is pretty damn low already. So this should be like, I mean, even 50%, hell, like just automatically turn it on for me. Great. Way I should get home. But anyway, 20% is acceptable. So automatically on, fantastic. And they did this for everybody, which is really cool, because you can see it's not like you have to opt into that, at least as far as I'm aware. Yeah, because if you switch that on, that would just be low power mode. And then automatically I'm below 20. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to test that out. But anyway, all right, let's not talk. This is great. This is great for Tesla. Okay, Elon is back. This is what happens when Elon is back. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say with this. Elon is back. Okay, Elon is back. And that's why Tesla's probably going to 414, which is our November of 2021 high, baby. In addition to that, I think we're going to continue to see this slog up. These were my calls in the Alpha report in the Meet Kevin membership this morning. And our stock number 5 is up, again, 12% alone today, which is freaking awesome. But again, the rationale here on this move up slowly and what we're seeing, oh, sweet. Some of our other calls are up nicely right now as well. Another one's up 2%. It was a smidgen red this morning. It was down like 1% or so. Now it went positive again. And then, yeah, the other one's up 11.6% right now. But anyway, get those calls in the Meet Kevin Alpha report every day when the market opens up. We do it before the market opens, so you have something to base trades off as perspective. So that way you're kind of like, all right, if this, then that. These are where the lines are today. These are the catalysts to pay attention to today. I'll just put it all together for you. MeetKevin.com. Get in before the coupon expires. The price goes up. Every time a coupon expires, the price just goes up. And the code is Bullish Catalyst. Talking about Bullish Catalyst, master plan number 4. Okay, so here's the thing. Master plan number 4. Bloomberg is bitching about master plan number 4. They're basically like, oh, Elon's like first master plan was good. And what's happening is the master plans are getting closer and closer together, which implies that they're like shittier plans, basically. That's what Bloomberg's trying to say. And I'm like, this is why you guys are called Doomberg. Y'all suck. I really dislike Bloomberg. I like the Wall Street Journal more than I like Bloomberg. Hell, I like the New York Times more than I like Bloomberg. And even they shit on me. Anyway. Current Wall Street estimates for Tesla. Currently, we are sitting at a 221 PE ratio for Tesla with a Wall Street forecast growth rate of EPS of 40%. Okay, that puts us at a PEG ratio for Tesla of 5.5. Yes, my friends, that is very damn high. Okay, based on Wall Street's estimates of 40% growth, a $1.73 of EPS, a $1.73 of EPS, 40% growth for Tesla, a manufacturer, 1.67. Tesla should be trading for $115. If I take it as a service provider, AI, Tesla should be trading for, at 40% growth, 182. Okay, so yeah, there's something rich going on here. Now, why? Well, honestly, it's probably because if Tesla actually, and this is what the Tesla community feels, if Tesla actually starts printing via Master Plan 4, 1 million robots and robotaxis, and we increase that earnings per share, even if our earnings per share is low from cars like robotaxis or cars themselves, car sales, though, that's probably what's already included in this growth here. The Optimus growth, we think, is going to be really high margin, 30, 40%. Tesla knows how to manufacture at scale. And that's what we get with Elon at back. Okay, Elon sleeping on the floor means margin back for Optimus, baby. As long as he's got security. Now, that's it. I would make the guess that if we can really scale Optimus, we could grow earnings per share on average at 80 times over the next 4 years, or 80% per year for the next 4 years compounded. 80% growth at a 267 PEG, assuming we can make a lot of that EPS from either selling FSD subscriptions, Robotaxi, or AI licensing, or through software, not just manufacturing. Okay, times where we sit right now, 1.73. That, okay, 1.73 times 80 on the growth side, times 2.67 for our PEG multiplier. That puts us at 369. 369, which is close to where we are now. Right now we're at 393 because we're just like, this morning we were at 369. We just took off. Like this was an incredible breakout over the 347.9. There's nothing really fundamental here beyond like, okay, rates came down, the compensation plan is done, Elon's back. Besides, Elon's back. And I think that's why I wanted to spend so much time going through, like, look, this is what happens when Elon's back. Good things happen. Like that little thing about low power mode, it seems minor, but that's the kind of stuff that makes your customers go, hell yeah, this is why I love you as a company. Hell yeah. And we need more of that. Like, imagine that happening at every part of the company. You know what I mean? Look at even some of the other updates we got. Light sync right here. You realize they've got light sync now? This was basically a Philips Hue feature where, like, if you have music, the LED strips can match up with your music. It's awesome. Or Rave Cave when you park the car. Like, these things are just cool. They make Tesla even more cool than it already is. And I love my Cybertruck. Hands down, the best car ever. I will say, I prefer sitting in the back because it's damn spacious back there. It is really nice back there. So I love it when Lauren drives and I just sit in the back. I can take out my laptop, plug it into the outlet, use some more of that electricity, low power mode, and just, or hang out with the kids or whatever, or watch YouTube in the back. Because you can't, when you're driving, you can't watch YouTube on the little, on the screen in the front. No, this is really exciting. And like between you and me, I hope the stock falls so we can nurse some buying here. You know what I mean? But I think first we're going to 414. So anyway, optimistic. I actually think that Wall Street's growth estimates are probably half at what they should be, because if we really start cranking revenue here from this Robotaxi expansion, which I tried in person, I'm very impressed. Okay, I know we got stuck at one like roadblock. You saw my video, but overall, I have to say, damn. Don't doubt Elon. But in the meantime, take advantage of coupon code Bullish Catalyst over at MeetKevin.com, and we'll see you in the course member live streams to talk more about our top 10 buys for the next 10 years. You'll get all of those. And we're also starting a new list, your top 10 stocks not to buy for the next 10 years. So like my most bearish list and my most bullish list for the next 10 years. So very excited. I'll see you over there. In the meantime, rates coming down. Yes, that's also good for Tesla. I realize that, yes, rates today, the 10 year is up a little bit today. But what you really have to pay attention to is the cooling of the 10-2 spread. because the cooling of the 10-2 spread down to 51 from the 63 where we were. This is because markets are finally like, oh my gosh, thank goodness the Fed is going to get the license to cut. Of course, that's going to be good for margins at Tesla as well, because, you know, it's going to be cheaper to buy down those loans, baby. 0% financing. Let's freaking go. Should be a good quarter because we got the expiration of the EV credits at the end of the month, unfortunately. It's all right, folks. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.
Why not advertise these things that you told us here? I feel like nobody else knows about this.
We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes.
Congratulations, man. You have done so much. People love you. People look up to you.
Kevin Paffrath there, financial analyst and YouTuber. Meet Kevin. Always great to get your take.